Today we are going to learn about the how to solve linear equation in two variables and how to solve the linear equation in three variables. So now see the definition for linear equation in two variables. Already we learned the linear equation in two variables. So now see the definition. Any first degree equation containing two variables x and y is called a linear equation in two variables. The general form of a linear equation in two variables x and y is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where at least one of a and b is non-zero and a comma b comma c are real number. Okay, so already we learned the linear equation in two variables, the definition. So nothing but, so this is the general form of a linear equation in two variables. So now see, here the variables are x and y. Okay, so a means that is the coefficient of x and b means that's the coefficient of y, and then c is the constant term. Okay, so here the linear equation in two variables. After the linear equation means, so the given equations, the degree of this equation is 1 means that is the linear equation. So now see here the variable x power 1, y power that is also 1 only. So the degree of this equation that is 1 only. So this is the linear equation. So here variables are x and y only. So this is the linear equation in two variables. For example, 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. This is the example for the linear equation in two variables. So now see, here the variables are x and y. After the linear equation means the first degree equation or not. So the degree of this equation, what is it? X power that is 1, y power that is also 1. So the degree of this equation that is 1 only. So this is the linear equation. So here the variables are x and y. So two variables only. So this equation you can say as the linear equation in two variables. Okay. So after here two conditions are there. So the first condition, at least one of a and b is non-zero. Okay, so both one, it should not be 0. At least any one of non-zero. Suppose both one, if it is 0 means you cannot find out the solutions. Okay, so that's why the first condition, at least one of a and b is non-zero. Both one, if you have 0 means, so this part it will become 0. So we cannot get the answer. The solutions we cannot find out. Okay, so at least any one of non-zero only we can find out the answers. The next condition, that is a comma b comma c are real numbers. A, B, C. C means constant and then B means the coefficient of y and A means the coefficient of x. So A, B, C are real numbers. Okay, so this is the these are the two conditions. So I know that linear equations in two variables means any first degree equation. Okay, so here for example, this is a linear equation in two variables. Here the degree is 1. For this equation degree is 1. After the linear equation, here two variables, that is x and y. Okay, so this is the definition for the linear equation in two variables. So in this lesson, here we are going to learn about how to solve the linear equation in two variables and how to solve the linear equation in three variables. Now let us see the definition of linear equation in three variables. The general form of a linear equation in three variables, x, y and the z. Okay, so the variables are x, y and z. So this is the general form, ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. Okay, so here the variables are x, y, z. D means that is the constant term. C means that is the coefficient of z. B means that is the coefficient of y. A means that's the coefficient of x. Okay, for example, here 2x minus 3y plus z is equal to z plus 9 is equal to 0. So this is the example for the linear equations in three variables. So first you can check this is the linear equation or not. Linear equation means the given equation, the degree of this equation is 1 means you can say that's a linear equation. Okay, so now see here the linear equation, here the variable of x, the power is 1, y also the power is 1, z also the power is 1 only. So the degree of this equation that is 1 only. So this is the linear equations. After the linear equation, three variables you have. So that is x, y, z. Okay, so three variables. This equation, that is the linear equation in three variables. This is the constant term. Okay, so the coefficient of x is 2, the coefficient of y is minus 3, the coefficient of z is 1 and this is the constant term. Okay, here also two conditions, the same conditions what we have used in the linear equation in two variables. So same conditions only. A, B, C is here. A, B, C, D are real numbers only. So that's the first condition. Second condition, at least one of A, B, C is non-zero. For example, this 3, A, this value, this three things are, if it is 0, mean this full part it will become 0, then we cannot find out the answer. Okay. So that's why they have given at least one of A, B, C is non-zero only, then you can find out the answer. Okay. So this is the simultaneous linear equation in 3 variables. Now let us see one note. X minus y 7 is equal to 3 is not a linear equation in 2 variables since the term xy is of degree 2. So linear equation means we know that already we have seen. So if the given equation is the given equation degree is 1 only, we can say that equation is a linear equation. But here the variable 2 variables only you have x and the y. But here the degree is what? Here 1 1, so same in one term 2 variables if you have, in the power is 1 plus 1, we need to add is 1 plus 1 2. So here the degree is 2 only, so this equation, that is not a linear equation. So xy minus 7 is equal to 3 is not a linear equation in 2 variables since the term xy is degree is 2 only. Okay, so if the given equation the degree is 1 only, you can say that's a linear equation. So you don't think it 2 variables only you have, so this is the linear equation not. Okay, so this together one term x and y variable you have, so the degree is 2, so this is not a linear equation. After the second note, a linear equation in 2 variables represent a straight line. Okay, so the linear equation, while you are solving the equations, we have got it that straight line only we will get. The linear equation in 2 variables represent a straight line in xy plane. Okay, so straight line.